So guys, you're welcome back. So this is the full tutorial on how to sew this lovely 6 pieces blouse. It's a very easy one. Just stick with me to the end of the video to see the final sewing, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell if it's your first time in my channel. So guys, into the video proper. These are my pieces. Okay, this for the back. As you can see, it's well labeled, and I've added my ½ inch, and equally on the downside I added like 1.5 inch to it. That's for the hemming part. So what I'm going to do is I'm first of all going to go ahead and I'm going to curve this side a little so that to remove this excess sharp edge. So I'm going to go up by 1 inch. So once I move up by 1 inch, I'm going to move in by just like 5 inch. I'm marking this because it's necessary. I'm going to do it on other parts, so it's necessary I go with the same measurements. So I'm going to move in by like 5 inches. Okay, so now this is the length I'm just going to curve it down to. Okay, I hope you understand. Looking at what I'm doing, you understand already. So I'm going to trim it out. So can you see how it's looking? Now I've been able to remove the excess sharpness on that edge side, so that I will not be having that too much sharp edge. So I'll go ahead and apply it on the other side too. This is the center front, and this one has the same sharpness. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it the same thing. Okay, so before I remove my paper, I'm just marking out my seam allowances. So I'm just going to go up by 1 inch and then move in by 5 inch and curve it. So guys, I could actually have applied this on the pattern while drafting it, but it's not a must. You can still go with this method. You can decide to apply it on the pattern while drafting it, whichever one works better for you. Okay, so you can see how nice this is looking. I'm going to apply the same thing on the back side too. So this is my lining. I'll go ahead and cut it out now and cut my interfacing. Okay, this is the soft interfacing, that is paper stay. You can go ahead and make use of the air stay. Okay, if you have it, you iron the air stay to your fabric, and equally you can even iron it to the lining. So I'm making use of the one I have, more economical. So I just have to iron it like this because I don't have much. So I just iron for the downside, that is for the side where the crinoline is going to be. So that way it's more economical. And then I was able to iron for the center front, that is for the middle side complete, both for the front and back. So you see, I have to do this in a very creative way. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to start joining. Guys, I did not iron the stay to the fabric because, like I said, I have very limited. So I have to use the one I have. I didn't iron the paper stay to the fabric. But it's not a must to equally iron to the fabric. But because you're not padding this, you can go ahead and iron yours. If you have enough, you have stay, you can iron. So place it just the way I place mine and stitch. Okay. So for the back side, this is the back side, this is the zip point, and I'm just going to place it perfectly and stitch it together. Okay, just stitching by ½ inch all the way up. Please don't forget to check the description box to see exactly how I drafted a pattern for this lovely 6 pieces blouse. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell if it's your first time in my channel. Okay, and as well, share it. You can decide to share and comment. Remember to comment. The commenting part helps a lot to help another person to see this video. Okay, so this is my lining well joined. You can see how lovely it's looking, and you can see, even though I did not pad this, you can see the bustier part is reflecting. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to start finalizing it. Okay, this is not a difficult one to make at all. You can see how nice it's coming out already. Just take your time and you're going to get it right. So I'll place this like this, and I'm going to slash this a little bit inward again because it's a little bit too sharp still. So I don't like that sharpness. I'm just going to go ahead and trim it by just like 1 inch out. You can see how I'm going about this. So it will have a nice balance. I like it like this better. Okay. So I'm going to equally apply the same on the other side. So guys, after joining the front, this is how it looks. This is just how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and iron it nicely. But before that, I'm going to trim out that excess sharp side the way I did on the back side. So I'm just going to go up like this, just curve it and trim it out. So this is a lovely 6 pieces I'm going to be making with a crinoline. Very, very economical. In case you don't have the populum stay, or you can afford it, or you can afford the big crinoline, I have to use a small one. That one is more cheaper, way cheaper. So can you see how lovely this is looking? I'm going to go ahead and iron it nice. So after that, I'll now place my lining and start joining it. So I'm going to equally trim out this excess sharp point on the lining before I attach my crinoline. So guys, I'm through with that, and I've even ironed it. You can see how lovely it's looking. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to pin it all the way around. I'm going to pin it perfectly, fitting each other. Then I'll go ahead and show you how to attach the crinoline, which is very easy, not stressful at all. Guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up. Please comment so that some other person will see the video as well. Okay, when you comment, when you give me thumbs up, some other person will see it. And don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time. If you haven't done that, click on the notification bell and click on all so that you always get an update from me. I have other nice tutorials. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do now is going to apply my crinoline or horsehair. So make sure you pin all this perfectly. Then I'll take the crinoline and then I'll take my, make sure you cover the edge, that is this sharp side with the fabric, okay? Cover it well because it might end up popping out after you finish sewing on your fabric. So I'll place my hemming gum on top of it like this. This will help for easy iron, so that when you iron it, it will stay. So the crinoline, when you are attaching it, don't stretch it. Please take note of that. Don't stretch it. Just allow it to lie flat and go with the flow on the fabric. Okay, so don't stretch it. Don't stretch it at all. So that becomes the beginning of your problem the moment you stretch it. So guys, you can see how lovely this is looking already. I've done the ironing, ironed it very well. You can see that sharp pointy side of the 6 pieces. You can see how nice and lovely it's looking. So I've even ironed it properly. So this is the back side, well top stitched. Remember to top stitch after you finish joining. So this for the back side. I'm going to go ahead now and equally do the same thing here. Place it like this, apply my crinoline or attach my crinoline and stitch. For those of you that don't know how to apply a crinoline perfectly, I have another tutorial on how I use crinoline to make a peplum. You can decide to check it out under the description box and you see it also. So just make sure that after you finish, you top stitch it, like top stitch it to the part of the lining. Okay. So guys, I've joined my shoulder. I believe you already know how to join a shoulder. I've done that already. I've joined my shoulder to save our time, and I've gone to iron all these sides very well. If you know you like how sharp and lovely this 6 piece is pointy looking at you, please don't forget to like, don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this part is for the zip. I stitch it on a very loose stitch. So when I attach the zip, I will lose it. So the next thing I'll go ahead and do now is I'm going to attach the zip normally first of all, but I'm just going to pin it. I'll show you exactly how I'll go ahead and do it. So this is how I placed it. Okay, so I like this part of this kind of zip so that it helps very well. You can easily unlock it, you can open it anyhow you want. So this how the way I'm pinning it is how I'm going to sew it exactly. So just follow my lead. So you open it up after you finish stitching. Okay, so the next thing I'll do now is to trim my armhole. Make sure that it's perfectly trimmed. Placing everything each other to match perfectly. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to take out the excess on the armhole. Any part of the armhole with excess, I'm just going to take it out, as you can see, to make sure that it comes out very equal. It needs to come out very, very equal and neatly equal, like perfectly equal. Okay, so that is what I'm just doing now, taking out the excess. So guys, you can see that this tutorial is not difficult at all. So just take your time, you're going to like the outcome. Please don't forget to like, to comment, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to like. So I'm going to retrim this edge. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and use my bias and turn this sleeve part, that is the armhole. Okay, you can use a fabric to turn this, but I'm going to use a bias to turn this. I think I prefer using bias. So at this particular juncture, we are almost through with our blouse. I fixed my zip. You can see how lovely it's looking. I'm going to show you exactly. Once you finish fixing it, just bend it in like this and stitch. Then show you exactly how I button this. It's so nice and so lovely. Just fix it in like this and zip up. Guys, this is so perfect and so nice, so neat, less stressful. You can do that anytime, any day, by yourself, without stress. So the next thing I'm going to do is going to use the bias and turn my armhole. Okay. Remember, like I said, make sure your armhole is perfect in the trimming. Whatever you're trimming now, make sure it's matching each other perfectly. Because when using the bias, you don't want mistakes or roughness or thereabout. So I'm just going to stitch it to the front like this, and I'm going to turn it inward to the back. But you can decide if you want your bias to reflect on the front, then you have to stitch it from the back and turn it to the front. Okay, so you can see my lovely 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is complete. It's beautiful. I love the outcome. So guys, If you know you have enjoyed this video, this tutorial so far, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, comment, share. See you in my next video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for more updates. You can see how lovely my sleeve is looking. Very, very neat and no stress, right? So I'll take it to the whipping machine and make sure that I whip it very well. So guys, this is a very nice low budget friendly 6 pieces blouse. Okay, so I just showed you how to make this. Why not go ahead and make yours? And under the comment section, show me exactly what you made, and you can just receive a wonderful congratulations from me. My next video is going to be this lovely dress. Thank you for watching. See you in my next